down, never gives in. Styles, the lens on.
Hey, do you? Hey, fresh out the house, got the beat. As I ride up and down Martin Luther King Drive, standing tall, looking down. Boy snitching all day, I look around on the floor.
Come in a silver and sell 5 pound on the block. Ain't you ever seen a young player clown in the draw? Ain't nothing to a G. Spit fluently, showing me as if it's more than two of me.
Money my Chevy earned, and Tuesdays ocean blue. 28 sit over you, Ferrari drops and Rovers fool. You sit them out, TVs I'ma flip them out. 50-50 bang, tell them ship it out. Coming down, shining rose gold, feeling like a Mac pose. Cadillac with 5 blues, make these suckers hate mode. Right, we do this every night with the same big faces, make me lame to a bite. I got that top now, I got the tits now, I got the real now, I'm working block now. Hey, I'm doing,
do your thing,
I'm doing,
do your thing,
I'm doing, do your thing. I got that top now, I got the tits now, I got the real now, I'm working block now. Hey, I'm doing,
do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. I'm in the hood in a drop top suit.
Sir, you ain't gonna find me. It's not likely to be chasing a ghost with no brakes. Slow down. Bulletproof octane, ready to stop playing. I'm hot, man.
Toll booth racing is our way of proving your actual run times. Let's just say not everyone in the blacklist can be trusted. All you have to do is snag a ticket from one end and race to the other. You have a limited amount of time to get from one toll booth to the next, so keep an eye on your timer. much. If you need any parts or think you got enough for a new ride, head over to one of the shops. I told them you're a friend, so they should be cool. They're on your map. Check it out.
Attention Patrol Northeast. A reckless driver has just been reported heading north on Highway 99. I need a unit to clear and head up that way.
Got any other info?
Suspect.
Rockport PD's trying to shut us down. They're everywhere. Now, if you get into pursuit with them, the longer you go, the more heat you bring down on your ride. The more heat, the more cops. To get out of a tight spot, just crash into objects on the road. I call them pursuit breakers. When you hit one, it either takes out the cop or forces him to stop and deal with the aftermath. Trust me, it works. Each pursuit breaker is marked in the world with a pursuit breaker icon. Now, to drop the heat on your ride, just park in a safe house for a while. Cops lose interest in rides that disappear from the streets. But if you need to drop your heat fast, roll into a shop and change your look. Body kits, paints, it don't matter, as long as they can't recognize your ride.
Just planning another call. Head over that way.
What's up? It's Mia. Looks like Razor's keeping tabs on you. I guess he never figured he'd see you again. I like the idea that he'll be looking over his shoulder from now on. Keep laying it down out there. I'll call you later.
being chased by the 5-0, take a look at your map. You'll see a bunch of icons. These are structures you can use to shake the cops off your back. You just smash into them, instant pursuit breaker moment. If the cops aren't damaged, they'll probably stop to render assistance. Trust me, they work.
3, be advised. We have an unknown number of Code 6 racers that were just reported last seen eastbound on Stadia Boulevard. Units in the area to head up.
You got some more info on that vehicle?
Suspect in a silver Lexus.
Log me onto that call. I'll head up that way for you. And I'm on those reported speeders. Code 3, these guys are running. We're headed eastbound, past Heritage Heights. Dispatch 1085, clear everyone you can under this call. I'm gonna need a hand.
Copy, Charlie 23. Detailing units now.
Alright, I got him. He just behind me. Doesn't look like this guy's got to stop. I'm gonna try to ease him over deploying 1059. I'm backing off to give him some room here. Just ran up some traffic. Cover units aren't gonna do it. Let's get a 1073 started.
Negative, Charlie 23. You're gonna have to stand by on that request. I've got multiple units detailed at this time on priority calls.
This guy is gonna get away unless units can get that roadblock going.
Update when you can.
No sign of stopping. Alert Watch Commander to advise if necessary.
Vehicle wet BCB heading westbound past Hickley Field. Squadron should be set up around the area. Coordination will be handled TAC 2.
Nice run. Alright, here's the deal. Razor's left the borough. He's racing in Rockport. To get to him, you gotta go through the ranks of the Blacklist and clean out each area. There's 3 areas known as boroughs. This here's Rosewood. Camden Beach is on the coast, and Rockport is right after it. Unless you have enough rep, you can't get into the next level of racing. To do that, you gotta win. There's no second place here. Just keep plowing through your objectives till you can challenge a Blacklist racer. I'll feed you more info as I dig it up. Later. Your wins have generated some hype and got the attention of Taz. He's the next Blacklist racer. Guy's nuts, and a major heat score, so watch yourself. He's waiting for your call. Later.
my hood. I tell them everywhere, anywhere. Work was really good. My hood. I tell them everywhere, anywhere. Work was really good. My hood. I tell them everywhere, anywhere. Work was really good. My hood. If I was you, I wouldn't come around here. I watch both.
Ready to go. You're in. I want to show you something. I hooked you up with access to the police database. You've been building a rap sheet with the cops. The more heat you bring down on yourself, the more hype and bounty come your way. So make sure you keep track of your rap sheet.
Well, what do we got here?
Nothing you're ever gonna get.
You're so sweet. You got lucky. Staying on the blacklist is gonna take a lot more than luck. And you better watch your back out there because, well, you never know what might happen, do you?
What, you gonna work this ride too?
Mia, I don't know what your game is, but I'm gonna find out. You can't ride this sucker's hype forever. And when he burns out, no more free rides. I know you like it.
Stay on top of that rap sheet. I gotta go. I'll hook up with you later.
I'm impressed. Taz underestimated you and paid the price. Make sure you never do the same. I'll hook up with you later.